Yes, yes, yes. I love that tune. Love that intro more and more. Love it, love it, love
I
it.
love it. Yeah.
Welcome to Cage and Filter Football. Welcome to Chelsea Unfiltered show. No holds barred. I'm with Will at the moment. How you doing, Will?
I'm doing good. I mean, I didn't know we were going live to about 3 minutes ago, but
It's true. It's true. Slendz should be here in a few minutes, I think. So he's going to jump on by 11:30, but that's obviously gone. What does no holds barred mean? Now, if you're a wrestling fan or fight fan, you know that no holds barred means anything goes. Okay? So I just thought, it's late at night, nothing really on telly, people like to still interact, let's no structure to the conversation whatsoever, no subject whatsoever that we're looking for. It can be any subject, it can lead on to whatever, basically like maybe a better form of the Twitter Spaces.
yeah.
Apart from that, 13 people won't talk at the same time. You know what I mean? And this way, disconnect after
a bit of no filter therapy.
Yeah, exactly. No filter. Wow, actually, that might be another show.
That's what Andrew. That's going to be the show where Marshall rants. Everyone gets to rant and just get everything off the chest.
So there you go. Slendz confirming it. Almost home, lads. Almost home.
We've got the here we go. He's on his way.
Here we go. We've got the Romano tweet nearly going on. Here we go. Admin links in the description to Twitter and YouTube channels. Oh damn! I need to put the Discord in. I keep forgetting. Discord I will add. Like I say, if you like this video, please like, share it. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Just share it on your socials. Bit of late night ramblings, rants. You can put the link in the description so you can come on. You can big up, you can rant, you can give an unpopular opinion, you can ask us questions if you want, you can disagree with what we've said, challenge us, you can basically do what you want, near enough. Obviously,
don't abuse us.
Don't abuse us.
Do abuse us.
You can abuse us banter style, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, and you can properly abuse us if you send in a super chat. Yeah.
If you send in a super chat, which is the function, if you want to, we will always read out the super chats. We're not, some channels I know don't do that or miss them, depending on how many.
I've seen some channels. What they do is they have so many super chats where they don't read out. They just have whole streams reading out past super chats. Weird.
Oh, yeah. What's good, Huncho? Mate? Hope you're doing well. So Will, is there anything? Let's start this conversation with you, Will. What is it you'd like to talk about? Anything?
I'd really like to talk about the whole Fonseca thing with Spurs, if I'm being honest, because I don't know much about him, to be completely honest. Roma are one of the teams which I have zero care for in football. They're not a Lazio, they're not a Juventus, they're not an Inter and AC Milan. They're pretty much the Tottenham of Italy. And it's just such a backwards move. I think that Paratici, the new director of football, is the one that they're all gassing up. He's apparently a good director of football.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Juventus do a lot of dodgy free deals in the last 10 years, so I don't know if he's actually that good, but he might be. But yeah, Fonseca's a really weird appointment. When you see what they could have got out there. I know Conte wouldn't turn them down, but I think Graham Potter would have been such a good appointment for them if they got that done. I think he would have done good for Spurs. I don't think Graham Potter's yet good enough to be at a top club, but Tottenham aren't a top club anyway. So
no, they're not. I've always said this: they're built on losers, loser foundation, losers, loser mentality, loser. That's what I say.
I'm not really.
Also,
go on, Andrew. Go on.
No, sorry. What are you saying?
I'm not really. So I know nothing about his style of football. I don't know if he plays good football. I've only watched one-off games and they've played bigger teams. So and they lost when I watched them play. I do not know about Fonseca. I do not watch Roma.
All I know is he got spanked 6-2 by Oli. If you're getting spanked 6-2 by Oli, you're in great company because that's what Bielsa got spanked 6-2 by Oli as well.
Yeah.
But
Fonseca is I I will be watching Roma next year with Jose Mourinho and Andrea
Oh, they're in the
Belotti
same competition, aren't they? If they go
and
in,
Granit Xhaka joining. You know,
Ugh, Granit Xhaka.
to be fair though, Andrew, I'm
Yeah.
predicting it now. Xhaka next season is going to be great at Roma. Watch.
Italian football's his pace.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like he won't be criticised as much because the focus won't be on him. He's not going to be a captain or anything.
No.
He's going to be with Jose Mourinho, which I think is interesting. And to be fair, for £15 million, I actually don't think it's an awful deal. I think Arsenal actually should have got more money, really.
Yes, I guess the main thing they've been doing is just culling the squad and getting wasted to build. But back to Fonseca, I mean, Daniel Levy's so arrogant that he could go to a coach like Conte and try and dictate terms to him. He's the only owner, I think, or not owner, but chairman who could actually say to Conte, who actually makes that the conversation that he's doing Conte a favour by trying to hire him. You know what I mean? It's like, no way, motherfucker. You should be on your knees. On your knees begging. You should know what you should say. Excuse me, Antonio. You've won in this league already in your first season. You won Scudetto now. You've won Juventus titles. How much do you want and who do you want?
Yeah.
But that was never going to happen, though. That's what I mean. Because when they were in for him, I was like, even if they get him, it's going to end in like 18 months, 2 years. It's just not going to last.
Yeah.
It's not going to last.
The thing is, with Antonio Conte, he could have attracted some really good players, I think, because I know a lot of Tottenham fans wanted Skriniar. For me, Skriniar is the worst centre-back that starts.
He's a FIFA merchant, man. He's a FIFA pop.
Yeah, I used to think he was good until I started to watch Inter play more. And if you watch him play, I think De Vries better.
Sammy, hope your voice is well, Sammy. Sorry, Will.
I think Bastoni's better. Bastoni looks like a really good player. And I reckon Conte could have tried to get him to Tottenham, but that's never going to happen now.
He's the only chairman that could bottle signing a manager.
Yeah, like the way they have as well.
Oh man,
it
was ridiculous. And then they go from him to Fonseca. It's like you're replacing
a massive downgrade.
You're replacing the guy you let go with the guy he's replaced.
No ambition.
I don't know. No, because apparently the profile is he's the type of manager who works within the means and doesn't kick up a fuss, and that's what Levy wants. He just wants someone he doesn't kick up a fuss and challenge him. I did
a little bit of research on a few reports that Fonseca's been there's been written about Fonseca, and they weren't very detailed. He seems like quite a mysterious manager. I think Roma was actually his first job at a not a top club, but a European football level club, if you get what I mean, in like UEFA competitions. He looks like quite a mysterious manager. Apparently, the reason he fell out with Roma wasn't necessarily that he was awful. It's just they felt like they could get better, which is what a big club should do. You know, Jose Mourinho comes along. You're gonna try and get him.
Fan? Is it too loud?
A little bit, but it's not. It doesn't really make a difference.
I've got the industrial one. All right. You know what I mean? Like the one on the subway in London. You know, the big blue one. You know, when you go past it, it goes up like that. You know, something like that. It's like, you know what? If I'm gonna, I don't mind the hot weather, but I'm gonna make sure I'm one of those fans that keeps me cool no matter what. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, for the Spurs one, always Spurs. They just never fail to amaze me, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. But yeah, Fonseca. Don't worry about it. It'll win then. Sorry, there, a bit of an inside bit. Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? But you know, these streams, it was a bit random. It was only set up a few hours ago, so you know that's my fault, really. I'll be better planning.
That's cool. It's cool. It's good to be able to talk with. You know, it's more chilled. It's just a talk. It's just a talk. Yeah, exactly. And you know, certain other channels have got more viewers, and that's just the way it goes. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter about views anyway. It's not why we.
I don't. Yeah, we do it. We do it because we like to do it. I mean, I speak to you guys more than sometimes my own family.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it's turning out, and that's sometimes when people do that, speak to more people online more than their own family when they live in the same house. Do you know what I mean? So it's like one of those things. like I say, we'll drop the link in a bit later. We'll get some of you guys on if you want to come on. You like I say, no subject whatsoever. There's no main subject. You can talk whatever you want. I want to talk about. We'll go back to Fonseca. Probably some of the guys will bring up. Thank you very much. What we'll say is the Haaland story is sort of stopped at the moment. I don't think anything new's happening at the moment. Keep on. The Hakimi one's the one that's come out of nowhere. The Hakimi one, really, and the reaction to it has been quite fascinating. Don't you agree?
It's weird.
It's weird, and then it's first it's like Reece James is going to be really affected, and then it's like, well, no, you can play right centre back or right wing back, doesn't change, and then it's gone on to, oh no, well this will stop the development of Livramento, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm saying
fake
the name
outrage.
right.
It's fake outrage.
Fake outrage. But you're right, getting Rice and stopping Billy Gilmore.
Yeah,
but you know, what have you made of the weird reaction to Hakimi coming in by some Chelsea fans? Not all, but by some Chelsea fans.
Hakimi coming in, I don't think even affects Livramento in the slightest, because
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
Reece James is going to play, in my opinion, right centre back next season.
Yeah.
On that in a 3, no matter if we bring no one in, if we bring Adama in, or if we play Hudson-Odoi or Livramento there. So Livramento is going to be backup in that position, no matter what happens. If we don't sign anyone and Reece James or Odoi plays there, he's at least going to be second choice or third choice.
Yeah.
If we sign Hakimi, he's going to be second or third choice.
Yeah.
If we sign Adama, he's going to be second or third choice. So either way, he's going to be second or third choice. I think I've seen Livramento actually link with Aston Villa, which I think would be a good loan. I think Villa is a club around the level where he can break into that first team. I think if you look at that right back, Matt Cash is kind of good, but it's not a shit like a I don't know. Watford
have to really focus on where he's going to stand a good chance either getting into the team or playing, because what they do is they'll loan someone if they feel that player's not being treated well. They put them like they put them in like what they call a black book. Name and then go, well, we won't do business with you again. We won't know you again.
I mean, send him to Holland, in my opinion.
Or Germany. Send him to Germany or something.
Yeah. Vitesse Arnhem have a great
Vitesse Arnhem. Yeah.
They have a great relationship with a lot of players there. Brogie's just been there.
We do.
I think Brogie got 11 goals.
Maybe.
Hey, Slendz, what's good?
What's up, Slendz?
What's up, guys? What are we talking about here, man?
Anything, man. You know
what?
Right
moment, Hakimi.
No subject. 2 seconds,
guys. 2 seconds.
All right, no main subject. We just let the conversation. Just let the conversation flow.
I was having we're having a discussion on a space.
Yeah.
About like the youth system and how concentrated we should be on kind of integrating some players into the first squad.
You mean the youth system that only anyone cared about from 2019? That youth system.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. But you know what? But here's the thing, though. If we have one of the best systems in the world, right?
Yeah.
Would it hurt to incorporate the best player from a system, from a squad? Actually, Daniel's here. Daniel said this point, and I was listening to it. Would it hurt to incorporate one player into the squad, not into the team, first team, but into the squad?
Maybe. I mean, I think he's done it really. He's done it this season with Andrin. Andrin's been playing with the squad. You know. I mean, I'm fine with the youth coming. It's not my top priority. I mean, the youth is there to make money. Do you know what I mean? It's there to make money. I mean, if they see something special, then you know what? Put a buyback clause in the contract if they sell them. Yeah? Or first refusal, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. And then it stops you going. We didn't do that in the past, and we're not doing it now. We should have done it. We should have done it with Tomori. You know, if he get, you know, we haven't done it, and I don't understand why they don't do this.
Let's speak about Livramento, because I think that relates to him. Livramento, right, is there's a youngster who's possibly the best player in the squad that we currently have, right?
Yeah.
In the youth system. And I believe that youth system, they've been successful this year. They've won, I think, a trophy. Have they won a FA Youth Cup this year? I'm not
I'm
sure.
not. See,
but-
I'm not 100% sure.
But even if they haven't, I'm sure they've reached the final stages because they always do every year. Now, people are talking about signing Hakimi would stunt Livramento's development in the squad.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to this kind of occasion, people have said that because we haven't needed Hakimi 2 weeks ago or a week ago, up until he was brought up, and he was brought up as an option, people have suddenly been obsessed with him. Someone said that, and I think
Just
you know what?
hang on.
Sorry,
Just,
go ahead.
Wayne,
Big up.
Big man Wayne made his debut on the channel earlier today. Dropped a bombshell, maybe that Chelsea are interested in Kimpembe. From his source, he keeps dropping these bombs all over the place. It's not like Johnny bombs. It's Wayne bombs that get the most traction for me. Big up the guys. Have a good evening. Smash the like button. Thank you very much, Wayne. You are a star. Rodrigo, one of our regulars in here as well. How you doing, pal? Yeah, we can do that. That's what they should be used for. To gain experience is in the cup games. It depends how big the
Yeah.
squad is, I suppose. So,
Well, when it comes to Livramento, man, I think he should be loaned out, and Hakimi should be signed because I know we haven't been interested. The fans haven't been interested in this guy, and they haven't mentioned him as a priority. But
Yeah.
once it becomes an option, priorities change, man. Priorities change because this is one of the best players in his position.
he's the best. He's the best. I think for me, he's the best right wing back.
Yeah,
Best
might
wing
say-
back in general.
I think because he can cover both sides. He can cover
Yeah.
both sides, and that's what I was like. I was hoping to get someone in to replace Alonso and Emerson, and he might be able to take up 2 positions for himself. Because
And
then,
Andrew,
you could still, if Chilwell was out or rested, you could still play reset right wing back as well. So it's like,
bro, I think that segues into a great discussion as well when it comes to the back five.
okay,
If I were to ask you guys for the back five next year, would you stick or twist?
for me, I was like, it's won us the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and Tuchel's going after a right wing back. That for me, it means that he wants to stick with this formation as his primary formation.
do you think?
I don't listen. You know, in Slendz, the man's won the Champions League. For me, he can do what he wants. You know what I mean? If he wants to play 10 at the back, if he wants to play 9 up front, I'm gonna have to back him. But Will knows what he's talking about.
That's
from Dom
Dom.
French.
I know
Thank
Dom
you
in
very
real
much,
life.
Dom. Is that
I
one
know
of your
Dom.
burner accounts, Will? Or
No, it's not one of my burner accounts. Just someone I know.
stop calling it a back five.
Back three then.
It turns into back five though, funnily, doesn't it, when we're defending? But yeah.
Wait. Let me ask Will that question because I'm intrigued to know Will's point of view.
Shut up, Jem. You rate Zouma, okay? You're a Zouma.
All right, never mind. He's not.
Yeah,
He's not
sorry.
gonna give anything.
Will, here, back, Will.
Yeah,
Focus,
I
focus on my voice, focus on my voice, go.
I'll stick with 3 at the back. I'd stick with it if we
Stick
get
3 at
it.
the back.
Yeah.
I
love
think.
his- yeah, go
Go on, Will. Go on.
I love the mix of possession-based football and pragmatism. Love it. It's a wonderful.
Yes.
Do you know what I find so lazy though? When people want to convince you that we should switch to the back four, they tell you that it will get found out. Now, number one, every system in the world can get found out, no matter what the tactics are, where the personnel are located.
Yeah.
But how come with the back five, people are worried about it being found out? Because I think for me, the way you can improve the back five is by incorporating new players like Hakimi, who gives you a completely different outcome.
Yeah.
Because Hakimi would literally make our right-hand side extremely potent. It would make a wing back who can come in with goals and chance creation and assists would do wonders for us in the
Yes.
current system that we have.
And
So
look,
it's about changing the personnel. Yeah.
and look if he goes forward. Oh no, he's got Reece James there. Do you know what I mean? It's like Reece James could like just stay back if he wanted, or vice versa. You know, I know Hakimi's not a centre back, but you know, if ever Reece then wanted to go for, or they overlap each other. You know, especially when we're playing like teams we're supposed to beat. Do you know what I mean? Like that, those two could have a field day on that right hand side.
But we haven't done that enough this year, Andrew. We haven't done that enough, and I think a part of it may be the formation, but I think a big part of it is the personnel in the formation. Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
So but it's about your characteristics as a footballer, man. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, you know the double six business. Yeah, people talk about double pivot. Look at United's one. Look at Chelsea's one. Like it's the same concept of having two midfielders.
Yeah.
But because we have Jorginho and Kovacic or Jorginho and Kante, it's different to having Scott McTominay and fucking Fred. Do you know what I mean? It's about perspective, bro. It's all about perspective.
Lukaku is better than Haaland, and I'll stick to that. Even if we do get Haaland, I'll stick to that.
Well, let me just say, I can't remember them ever calling the Conte formation the 3-4-3 back five or defender. I don't ever remember them saying that.
I do actually.
I can't remember if they said that or not. That's true. Alexis and Jem battling each other in the chat. All good. Like to see that. But yeah,
I don't think they're battling each other. I think they're agreeing. But
they're agreeing. Oh, okay. But yeah, it was. Hang on, Gerald O'Connor. Great show, guys. We have a great defense. I like 3-5-2. 3-5-2. How do we replace Kante? Not with the youth, in my opinion. Saw Cho was 2 years ago, hasn't improved since. That might be something to go on to, really. I know Kai wants to do a really big Cho debate. I mean,
that's going to be.
We can give a teaser.
Yeah, give a tease. I mean, it's a bit harsh to say Cho hasn't improved. Maybe I think improved such a harsh word because it's like saying then he hasn't got any better. I mean, he's had to come over a career-threatening injury. In and out of the team. I don't know. I think Cho's at a strange state at the young stage of his career. He's at a bit of a crossroads. Do you know what I mean? What does he want to do? You know, Tuchel's there. I think Tuchel. Yeah, I think Tuchel's there, and if he allows him, Tuchel can help him. You know, depends whether he's willing to actually, go along with it or.
Andrew,
he seems to be happy.
When speaking of Cho, we have to first acknowledge that out of all of our forwards, especially the left forwards where he prefers to play, he's had the least amount of chances. And I think that's fair to say.
You are correct.
Especially in his preferred position, because people tell me that he hasn't. But I've heard the criticisms that he hasn't improved or he doesn't take his opportunity. But I'm not going to lie to you. I think there's a lot of games where he has. But he hasn't been able to kick on from it because he doesn't get picked. So I can think of Everton, I can think of Crystal Palace, I can think of even West Brom at the beginning of the season. Many opportunities where he's actually, he's been an integral part of our creativity, an integral part of us creating chances. Yeah, he doesn't get to kick on.
Well, there was reports today. I don't know if you've seen them. Obviously, I take every report with a pinch of salt, no matter who said it. The reports today possibly of Ziyech being linked to a move to Italy. With AC Milan. Now, do you think with the rumours of Hakimi coming in and possibly us willing to let Ziyech go, that means that that means that Cho gets more minutes now as his actual favourite position would be up top as one of the wide men? Do you think that might be what they're going to
hopefully?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if we're going to sell any of our forwards this year, it will probably be Ziyech.
Yeah.
It's got. I don't actively want to sell Ziyech because, he's only got one season. But if it's going to be any of them, I don't think there's one attacker that I'd want to sell over Ziyech.
I think his progression, Cho's progression has stalled a bit this year. It's been an upheaval. The manager two managers coming.
Of course, he is to blame for that. But again, it's the circumstances. Blame, it's circumstances, bro. Like, bro, it's just very frustrating because sometimes he deserves to play, but he just doesn't get the minutes. And people they always tell me when I ask them why They ask me, why does he not play under the three managers we've had? Why has he not got the opportunity? And they answer you, they tell you, oh, he's not good enough. What does that even mean? Like, how do you know if he's not good enough? Because politics comes into place when you're picking teams sometimes, unfortunately. Especially at Chelsea. Especially at Chelsea.
Yeah.
So,
It's also...
no. Go on,
Go
Will.
on. It's
No,
also
Slendz finished.
there's-
Sorry, Will. Sorry, Slendz finished.
No, I actually finished. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
Go ahead, Will.
But there's also like players that I think are crap, or you think are crap sense, like Zouma, who under Lampard or under other managers would play every week in, week out. It doesn't mean they're good enough.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Just means they suit certain the managers' needs. Yeah, go on, Will.
No, you're right. And that's why I think we'll stop there. 'Cause I think Kai will be back tomorrow. He's just had a lot of exams to do, and he's done very well in these exams.
Just one last point before we move on.
Yeah.
No, I completely disagree with Jem. We should not sell him. And yes, he will get more minutes next year because we're competing for a lot more trophies, and we're going to have a lot more game time to give up.
Cool.
Can we talk about Zouma, guys?
Yeah, let's talk about
Yes,
Zouma because
yes.
I think, like I say, Kai wants to do loads of debates around this, so let's not delve into it and spoil everything. Go ahead.
He's just an awful defender. Not an awful defender all round, but he's just an awful footballer, isn't
Come out and say it, Will.
he?
You
He's
don't like him.
No, you can do better than that, Will. Give us more insight.
Come on, Will. Not the blanket statement. Come on.
he's just. It's nothing to do with him because he seems like a nice guy, and I don't
Yeah.
not like him, but he just. Please, I'd rather. There's so many players and centre backs, even in our squad, young centre backs that I think should get a chance over him.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not one that always wants to push youth in, but I think that for me, Zouma has shown me nothing in the last few seasons to say that he's better than even Amar Gurhi, who's just gone on loan and got defender of the season in the Championship. Gurhi deserves to play over him. Christensen at the moment deserves to play over him. Rudiger definitely, and Silva definitely does as well. And he doesn't get on the right-hand side of a three because you've got Azpilicueta and Reece James, who are both better in that role. He's just an on the ball. Oh my God. I don't think I've seen a player in our team in years worse on the ball than Kurt Zouma. He's shocking, absolutely diabolical. And I'm going to credit Slendz for this because this is his point that he brought up months ago. Everyone's saying in the back four he might work. It's a different back four it's a different way of playing even in the back four than we did under Lampard. Okay, it's a possession-based system. We need players on the ball like players that are good on the ball, like a Rudiger, like a Christensen, and Zouma on the ball. My eyes believe.
You said Mark Gay. Does this statement not ring true?
Yes.
He probably does, but I mean, I think he deserves one over Zouma. That's my point. I think he deserves a chance over Zouma.
I was going to say, Jem is kind of ranting in the comments. Can I respond to it, or are we going to go into the?
No, go.
Here's what I'll say, Jem.
There's no construct to this. It's just free flow, free form. So
I know, but Jem, you know what you're saying. You're saying they suit a system, but the forward players, regardless of them suiting a system, have not been good enough. And you can't tell me that Pulisic suits Tuchel's system, but Cho doesn't, because Cho does suit the system. I think Cho is someone who's creative, and when you play 2 10s almost, you need a creative player. So
Jeffrey Lewis, thank you very much.
Yeah. So no, when it comes to Zouma, I'll just say it.
He's talking about Zouma. He's talking about Zouma.
Oh, Will,
not Cho.
You can't tell me that he's an awful player when he's got one of the best statistics when it comes to aerial duels and aerial no. I understand. Let me finish. I agree with you that he isn't good enough for Chelsea because of the way we play, but he's not an awful defender. He just doesn't suit our system. It's as simple as that.
You can't tell me if you're, maybe it's just different defenders that we like and different styles. I'm not even saying that you necessarily prefer a different style defender. Maybe I'm not going to say it actually, 'cause it sounds patronising as fuck, and it's late and I can't be able to.
We'll just say it. Will.
Like, for example, for me, just being good in the air does not make you a good defender whatsoever.
I agree with you. His that's what I mean.
His last ditch tackles are overrated as fuck. He's normally out of position.
But you see that trait alone, that trait alone, it would probably suit a different team a lot more. Like if he was playing for, not to be disrespectful, for Burnley, He'll probably be one of you'd
Yeah,
be considered.
Burnley are
One of the best
club.
defenders in the league. That's what I'm saying. He'll be
And they're a
because
really
he
small
would.
club. Exactly.
Yeah, and he would dominate. He would dominate in midfield, in defense for that team.
To
And
be
people
fair,
find it difficult to come up against him. Yeah,
Gem. I like Christensen
I never did.
overall. I like Christensen overall, but I don't think he should start whatsoever next year. I think Rudiger and Silva and Reece James nail that down. So that's not being reactionary. If people, I get what you mean. A lot of people did want Christensen out, and I didn't rate him as much. But
I've always backed him.
I've
been very let down by Christensen.
He's always been talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Dom's statement. I would rather have... No, maybe that's a bit far.
Yeah,
but Zouma is good at a shit team because that's his level. I'd honestly rather have James Tarkowski than Zouma. Maybe Lampard was right on that one. Tarkowski is clear as Zouma.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? The way football's going, yeah? Sorry, Will, did I interrupt you?
No, I'm just ranting. It's late at night.
The way football's going, yeah? Centre-backs like Christensen will be a lot more useful than Zouma. Because I think we're moving away, especially in England, we're moving away from the long ball kind of aerial footballing wise. I think we're moving away and moving into someone who's very sound positionally and very good on the ball. And I think Christensen fits that category. There's no chance I'm selling Christensen. There's no way. Even if it means bringing in Hakimi, I'm not selling Christensen.
I'd swap him for Hakimi, but I wouldn't actively sell him. I wouldn't sell him because I feel like things for Christensen, it's a weird one because it'd mean next year we'd have to sign a centre back sort of like as a similar profile. So if we could get, so there's a lot of variables that would have to sort of happen before I'd even consider letting AC go. If we were to get Hakimi in for AC, I would probably do it if we could then go and sign Pau Torres for 40 million. But we're not going to get Pau Torres. So.
Is Pau Torres a better centre back than Christensen?
I'd say they're around similar level, but I think Torres depends. I think they're similar.
Thanks for
But I'd ideally like to keep Christensen because there's been some moments this year where he's honestly outperformed Thiago Silva at times this year. If we're being honest, the Man City the final in the Champions League was wonderful when he came in. So yeah, I would not choose to sell him out of all of our players. But yeah, he is better.
Abdi, you don't have to. What's the term? Spam. That's it. Thank you very much. I will put it on there, so you don't have to spam, mate. Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I wouldn't sell Christensen, but there'd be like the only way I'd get rid of him if there was very rare swap deals, which swap deals never happen anyway.
Do you not think like me though? I think if we're buying Hakimi, I don't think we're buying another centre back.
I don't. I think maybe
why? Because that right centre back now can be shared between Aspilicueta and Reece. Yeah, you've got the centre now. You've got Christensen and Thiago Silva. Yeah, and then it's only left hand side. You've only got Rudiger really there. There's no one, and Zouma possibly.
I guess you could even shift. Aspi
guys, we need to answer Abdi's question because he's really insistent on answering. To answer your question, Abdi,
sorry. Okay. Abdi.
Malang Sarr is literally just a money scheme from Chelsea.
Yeah.
So we bought him. We bought him for free. We didn't. Obviously, you can't buy something for free, but we got him for free. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna sell him on, probably, or keep loaning him out just to make some money off him. He's been dropped off the Porto squad because he's not good enough.
You're right. Malang Sarr, you will never see in a play for Chelsea in the Premier League. Like that.
I can get that as well. Yeah, I agree with that.
You'll never see it. It's just like Slendz says. We do this all the time. We stop. I'm not going to say the term, but Kai likes to say sometimes it's we are stockpiling people, but he says it in a different term. But
did you see what the Athletic said? I think it was not yesterday, the day before. They said that Tuchel ideally was like a Haaland, Hakimi, and a central player as well. And apparently the list of names were Chouameni and LaCroix because they're cheap. so the club would be able to go out and get them. Pretty simple.
Hang on,
So
Dom, Lacroix was a one-day story, and I've not heard anything since.
Yeah.
Dom likes
Lacroix
the
story.
I've spoken
I
to
know
him
Dom
about
does,
it.
but I think that was a one-day story, and we heard nothing since then. Sorry, Rob, go ahead.
But yeah,
There is no chance that Zouma was a better centre back than Christensen, by the way. But listen,
No.
Christensen will always improve if he's under Thiago Silva, because Thiago Silva was playing in a position that Christensen will be playing in the future.
Yeah.
And honestly, being under Thiago Silva, you saw how good Zouma looked. Like, he made a poor centre back look good. Thiago Silva. I think if AC got the same game time, if AC got the same game time and played regularly with Thiago Silva, he would also been in good form, and everyone would be like wanking into socks about how good he was under Lampard.
That's true.
I promise you. But anyways, go ahead. Bro.
Why are fan base always comparing our players? It happens.
I agree.
It's not just this generation. It's happened before. Every fan base does it. They have their favourites. Why isn't this person playing? Why isn't that? He's better than this person. Guys, I'm sorry, unless we're losing a lot, then you can really question the manager. The guy's come in and won the Champions League. He's playing the players he wants to play. They've proven themselves to him, like AC, like Chilwell, like Jorginho, players like that. So Mount. So your favourite's not getting in because he's either not taking the chance or the manager just doesn't fancy him. It's like Tammy Abraham. He doesn't fancy him. Why is your camera always downwards? I'm on an iPad. So as soon as I find a great deal, which has cheap monthly payments on a Apple MacBook or something, that a laptop, then I'll go to a laptop. So
Kai won't be happy over a MacBook, Andrew. He won't be happy.
No,
Jem speaks of agendas, man. His agenda's stick, man. Talking about man still kissing Mane's
I
ass.
think he's battling Carefree Lewis, and I think every time he puts a message in, he's smiling when he does it.
Think, with Christensen, I honestly, if we keep this back three, I see him replace, sort of being over the season. Silva will start with, and I think Christensen will slowly be eased in throughout the season until he becomes probably that central centre back.
But do you have any beard growth tips?
I'm not going to share it because you're going to think I'm ridiculous. Dom, just Google it, and then come back to the stream and I'll confirm if it's true or not. But anyways, I was going to say, I'll make a prediction. Christensen will be our next captain.
Huh?
Christensen?
Yeah.
Nah,
so in 5 years' time, if he's still at Chelsea, he'll be our captain.
Mount's captain. Mount's captain.
We'll see.
I
see Rudiger even getting the captaincy over himself.
You see Rudiger getting the captaincy?
I'd like him to get the captaincy, Andrew. I'd fucking like him.
Yeah.
Or even Reece James.
I'm not even joking, by the way.
Are you doing this to appease Carefree Lewis in the chat?
No, I swear to God, I'm not. I swear. I love Christensen, but I've always liked him. And you know what? It's the same thing with Jorginho. I've always backed Jorginho because I feel like the fan base have unrealistic expectations of both those players, and they always scapegoat them. So I always back them. But listen, don't forget, he's an academy player. People don't think about this. He's an academy player. I swear.
Yeah.
People don't consider him that because he doesn't have an English passport. But anyways, man.
No, that's true. They often forget he's an academy product, so they often forget that. Okay, so yeah, we dissected that one a bit. Will, you a few minutes back, you said you prefer Lukaku over Haaland.
Yeah.
Why?
His link-up plays better, and he's done it for me, he's done it in more leagues, in a tougher league, and he's more experienced. Everything that I want in a striker.
We are born to defend at the moment, Abdi. You're right. Sorry, Walker.
So yeah, that's why I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think it's not an astronomical difference, but I think in a season or two we could be saying Haaland's better. But right now, for me, I'd say Haaland is probably the 6th best striker in the world right now.
6th best?
Yeah, 6th, maybe 7th.
Okay, name the 5 ahead of him, in your opinion.
Lewandowski, Kane, Benzema, Suarez, Lukaku. They're the definite, in my opinion. And
You
then
think at this moment in time, Benzema and Suarez are better than Haaland?
Yeah, I do.
Since you
Especially
agree with, since you agree with
Benzema
that.
for me is top 3.
Top
He's-
three.
Here's what I'll say. The fact that he's being compared to those strikers at 20 years old
He's
tells
very
you everything you need to
impressive.
know about Haaland.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Tells you
Yeah.
everything
You don't
need to
even
know.
put Mbappe
Yeah.
in
And that,
there.
if we're talking about out and out strikers, or are we talking about players that have played there this season at times? So are we including Ronaldo and Mbappe?
I mean, yeah, like I said, the top. Okay, shall we make it easy? So we say, is it now we have to say forwards?
No,
Instead
let's
of
just do
strikers, you
out
have
and
to
out
say
strikers.
forwards
Let's
now.
not include Mbappe
Okay,
or
out and out
Ronaldo.
strikers.
Yeah,
we
Giroud's
have to kind of
6.7.
include inside forwards.
Oh,
Well,
fuck them.
well,
No.
look
Leave
at
them out.
the Salah's banging in 20+ goals every season. You
So we've got to put
him.
Salah in, I guess.
Ronaldo, Messi.
I mean, I think after Haaland, then you get to your like Cavani, maybe.
Yeah.
Cavani's and your
Stinky
Aguero.
take, I'm afraid.
Aguero was and is one of the best strikers the Premier League's ever seen. But
He's
he
not
is
been that good for the past 2 years.
Yeah, that's why I can't put him in top 5 anymore. He's just top 10 because I still think if they somehow keep him fit, I think he still will score goals. So yeah, I'd say Haaland 6th, maybe 7th in the world.
I could understand Lewandowski and Kane. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's an argument to say Lukaku, but an argument. Since you disagree or agree with him?
That he's better. Lukaku's better than Haaland.
Well, the Will just gave you. Who do you think is better than Haaland at the moment?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, not to be like annoying, but the thing about Lukaku is that I think he's got more to his game.
Yeah.
But Haaland is a superior finisher. So,
yes.
And the thing is, from a striker, you need finishing. Like that's the priority. As we saw with Werner. Now, Werner's got a good overall package as a striker, but he misses the main ingredient.
Yeah.
And obviously, Haaland has the main ingredient in abundance. So,
but their conversion rate is the same this year.
No, but
Exactly.
listen.
Wait,
Massive.
sorry. No,
Look,
Werner's got
Will
9%
got
conversion
gas.
rate. It's not the same.
Will.
Sorry?
It's not the same conversion. They haven't got the same conversion.
Lukaku and Haaland both
They
have
do.
Oh,
29%.
sorry, I thought you said Werner.
They
I
do.
was like,
But Haaland, I believe Haaland has 7 more goals. So
Yeah,
put that into
29%
perspective.
conversion. I think
I was
Lukaku
talking
has more
about Werner
assists.
then, because since mentioned Werner, I was going, it's not got the same conversion rate as
Lukaku
Werner.
has Lukaku has 5 more assists, I believe.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
they're
Tom,
literally
sorry.
about the same.
I still think Haaland's as a superior finisher.
That's fair.
I would rather have Lukaku though, personally. But that's just
I don't want Calvert-Lewin anywhere near this team.
Do you think Lukaku's a better player, but Haaland's a better striker? As in finisher.
I don't know. I think Haaland's all-round play is underrated. You know,
It
Yeah,
has
again, Will,
improved, Andrew. It has improved. It has.
I think he's underrated.
It is slightly now. I don't think it's great. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's. It can improve, obviously, but to be fair, the last few months it has got better. I will admit. Like a few months ago, I was saying his link-up play is shit. It's not shit anymore.
I said 5 years, Jem.
It's
Sorry, Will. I said 5 years.
Okay.
Jem.
We cannot. I'm sorry, Rodrigo. We need a striker. I'm sorry. We need a striker.
And
I'm sorry.
Jem, you've got a narrative that I'm so against Haaland. That's not true. I just wanted Kane or Lukaku more. Which I think is a fair opinion.
He's been spent 2 years in Italy now. His first touch has improved.
CFC.
Of course.
You know that comment you put about the first touch?
Yeah.
Be honest with me, CFC, Blue London, yeah? Are you basing this on the comp that you saw 2 years ago of Lukaku?
Yeah.
There's a comp of his bad touches. Are you basing it on that?
Let us know, seriously.
Hopefully he'll reply, yeah.
Lukaku, even if you watched him at Inter, I think he's top of the charts at Inter for passes into the penalty box. I think it is passes. Through balls, assists, goals. I think him and Haaland. If you compare their possession loss to game, I think they're about the same. I think Lukaku might actually lose it a little bit more. But Haaland's link-up stats are now better than Lautaro Martinez's, who everyone thinks Lautaro is an amazing technical
We are
player.
not getting Sancho. Sancho's done. Sancho's a Man United player. We're not getting Sancho.
And they're going to use him wrong, and he's going to flop. I'm telling you now.
Well, I'm just saying, Rodrigo. I know you back Kai, but Kai, if you want to keep Kai in attack all the time, he's got to be more clinical than he's shown in some of the matches, and I just don't think we can afford that.
Havertz, you said, yeah, Havertz.
Havertz, sorry, yeah, Havertz.
I see that,
so.
yeah.
I mean, at the moment we're playing. Roman seems to be playing FIFA career mode at the moment, targeting Haaland and Hakimi, and then the no Andrew. Oh, okay, I understand. Jem and Lewis still battling each other.
Oh, that's Jem and Lewis. Name a more.
Oh, sorry, Rodrigo. It made it sound like you didn't want Lukaku. You want okay. We don't want Haaland, then we stick. Oh, okay, Rodrigo. I understand. Thank you very much. So he wants Lukaku if we can't get Haaland.
That's fair.
Guys,
fair.
Can I give you a little anecdote of Jem? Just a quick anecdote. When we watched the final, obviously he was hammered, right? Bro, when Christensen came on, God. Bro, when Christensen came on, Jem was fuming, bro. He was fuming, bro. I've never seen a guy that's fuming. Bro, and he was hammered as well, so he was like, I can't believe it. Oh, what's going on?
And then he did 2 match winning blocks.
Facts.
Can I tell you what? Can I tell you what? How bad was Jim's fuming AC instead of hearing the commentator go before he came on? Oh, Zouma's warming up.
Oh my God!
It would have been bad.
No, I lost it. I saw Zouma warming up. I lost it, bro. In my head, I lost it.
We would have lost that final if Zouma came on. Promise you.
Rodrigo, Kai Havertz is good, but not for a whole season as a false 9.
It's too much pressure.
Too much pressure.
Like, if it's odd games like this season, like 1 in 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Big up Ryan, by the way. Big up Ryan.
Big up Ryan.
Andrew, you know I love Pulisic more than anyone, and Adoy, yeah. And if it was up to me, they'd probably be starting most weeks. But I just have that feeling next year our front 3 is either going to be Mount, Havertz, Haaland, or Mount, Havertz, Werner. I just know. I know that's just going to be our attack.
I don't know. You know what? I'm going to drop the link in the chat because we've gone for nearly 50 minutes, just shooting the breeze, chatting like we usually do actually on Discord with each other. So
not as many insults though.
Not as many. That's true. That is really no filter our Discord chats. So. Oh,
and also if you want to join our if you Jim's comment. If you want to join our fantasy football, I'm going to ask Kai to share the link on his Twitter tomorrow morning. Sure. If you want to join before the Euros.
Guys, like I say, if you want to join us, we are not talking about any set subject. We're just shooting the breeze. We're talking like we usually talk with each other. We're just doing it on a live stream on YouTube. It's not going to be like a Twitter space. You will get your voice heard. And then we won't disconnect on you.
For the Hudson-Odoi debate that we do, I need to recruit a few people. Yeah, we need to make sure Huncho.
No, you don't.
We need to make sure Huncho is there and Slendz.
I'm here, bro. I'm here, man. Don't worry.
Abdi, don't spam the chat, Abdi. Just do one. The Chelsea show, then we are repeating our past mistakes concerning Iron Robin. No, totally different. Iron Robin. Stop spamming, Abdi. Iron Robin had actually done. He'd done a few things. So he'd won 2 titles back to back.
Yeah.
FA Cup and League Cup double. He'd done a bit. It's a totally different situation.
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same whatsoever.
We will regret selling him though.
That's if you do sell him, fine. But put a buyback or put a first option.
I love Adoy. I love him so, and I would not sell him for anything.
I think the love's it's undeserved. It's unwanted.
No, but Andrew,
it's undeserved.
Go on, Will, what are you gonna say?
But to compare him to Arjen Robben is kind of a joke. I can't lie.
Yeah, the situation's not the same.
Yeah, and if Adoy can have half the career that Robben has, then I think
We'll get you on, Jem. We'll book you for that. Jem.
Jesus, Jem's gonna be saying why he hates Azoi.
Hey, I'm gonna moderate, so he's gonna be with Kai on that side. So,
It's gonna be like a fucking fight.
Why is he saying agendas, bro? Like, if I back a player, it's agenda. If I don't back him, it's agenda. What do I do? Bro.
Just don't speak, Slendz. Just like go to sleep.
Guys, if you want to come on, the link's in the chat. If you want
Thanks,
to come
Will.
on,
That's very nice.
If you don't want to come on, then fuck yourselves.
yeah, if you don't want to come on, you just like us chatting, then absolutely
I'm joking,
fine.
obviously. I'm joking.
Don't
fuck yourselves.
If you like to be a voyeur,
you might get in a bit of bother.
Give us a super chat telling us why you don't want to come on.
yeah. Or at least like the video and subscribe if you haven't already.
We're only joking, of course. We love
words of Kai.
We are shameless.
The words of Kai, man.
Shameless. I think Haaland's a very good player, but reserved because he plays in Germany and can't be playing the EPL before. That's understandable. That's very understandable.
Do you know what worries me with Haaland? It's the amount of through ball goals that he gets. I just get flashed. I'm not saying he's like Werner. I'm not trying to say, but it just gives me a little bit of doubt.
Jem, keep all this for the debate, Jem. Just keep it bottled in, man.
Yeah, we're not in love with him. Understand? We're not in love.
Will said he loved him. Will said he loved him.
I do love Adore, but I love a lot of
I don't know why you love him. He hasn't done anything to earn your love.
Yeah, but Andrew, there's a lot of players that have earned my love since this great run under Tuchel. Okay, there's a lot of players. I mean, I've liked Adore before Tuchel, to be fair.
Don't kill
him.
Okay,
Abdi, let me Abdi. Salah, KDB, and Lukaku, I wouldn't call them flops. They were never given a proper chance. Morata flopped. I will give that for you. Robin did not flop. Robin was not a flop at Chelsea at all.
Did he not win a league title? You won a league title.
He won back-to-back titles, and then he won the cup double. Yeah, so he did not flop. Trust me. Robin was a good player. He was injury prone, but he was a very good player. Mr. Jet, the man causing rucks in our
back
chat.
Again. Jem is back.
Jem's got the Gem bomb, you know.
Guess who's back?
He's about to cry.
I'm actually about to sleep, but I thought I'd come in for 5 minutes and just.
Jem, it's the eve of your. It's not the eve anymore. It's the day of Turkey's beating by Italy.
Listen, I can't wait, bro. I cannot wait.
Jorginho scores a screamer.
It's the first time I actually get to be against Jorginho. I'm going to slate the fuck out of him, bro. Watch.
Yeah, you don't have any.
Exactly.
Worry because you could get support my country, bro.
Watch, bro.
I swear, if he dunks on your head top, bro, if he dunks on Turkey, man, oh my god, Jem, you're not hearing the end of it, bro. You're not hearing the end of it.
They're gonna come for you, man. You better.
I'm coming for him. I'm coming, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if we lost tomorrow. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, but I still think they can finish. I want them to finish second anyway. I think Turkey can do it. So,
yeah, they'll probably finish.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
Switzerland are pretty shit, so you should beat them.
Listen, get me on this show debate when you have it.
Yeah, we'll put you.
I need to talk to these players.
We'll bring in Oscar and Huncho, you know. We'll bring in the cavalry and
stuff.
But
you and Kai will be overwhelming tag team champs. You can tag each other in and out, you know.
For me, it's not agenda. I just want them to get a fair chance, man. That's all.
It's not Slendz. You know what it is? It's player emotions. That's what I call it. It's when you have an emotion.
Well, I'm not emotionally attached to any of my players. I swear to you, I'm not emotionally.
Our fans.
But you know me. I'm not, bro. I'm not. I don't care about them.
Not you, but I know Will is. Will's like emotionally. Will just said he loves fucking Joe. I love him.
I do love Adore.
Yo, pause.
Pause, man.
He loves effing Joe. Anyways, yeah, go on.
Save it, Jem. No, don't.
Yeah, no.
What did you want to? Anything to talk about? You want to big up the Euros? Or?
What's it to say other than we're the champions of Europe, isn't it? Still.
Yeah.
We can do this all summer and next season until.
I got told on Twitter, right? Because every day I put up a picture of like us winning the Champions League, innit? And I get a comment or I get a DM saying, "When are you going to give it a break? When are you going to stop?" And I'm like, "Why?" Like,
never.
And it's always from teams. I think it's always from teams that have never won it. So it's always going to be an Arsenal or a Spurs fan, or a City fan if there is any.
Can you imagine if Arsenal won the Champions League? They would talk about it for fucking 10 years. You know what I mean?
Jeremy, if we'd lost it, they would have talked about us losing it for the last 2 weeks. They would have come after us.
To be fair, I've actually seen City fans saying they're actually thankful for how humble apparently we've been. Apparently, compared to Liverpool fans when they won it a couple of years ago.
Oh man, Jesus, yeah. The Liverpool
we're not going at them. That's why we're not targeting City fans. We're more targeting the Arsenal fans. And
There's not enough of them to
Spurs
go out,
fans.
Slendz. There's not enough
I think
of
that's
them
a
to
myth,
go out.
man.
It's like
I'm seeing a lot more City
we only
fans.
know Jan. Really? You know what I mean?
But if you go on Twitter, there's a lot of City fans, man. A
No,
lot.
well, they don't.
Because
They
they
don't
just,
show.
they just
I
hide
call-
in their houses.
I call
That's what they
them
do, they hide in their
bats.
shells.
I call them bats, Slendz. They hide in a cave altogether. You know, you call them out on Twitter, and they all come out like bats and attack you.
There's a massive waiting room with loads of City fans on their phones just tweeting.
Abdi,
That's what it is.
you see, I agree with part of your statement there, but he has said the players to carry out his tactics. So it's part tactics, part players.
To be fair, though,
You're not-
Andrew, the things that which can the difference between a good pundit and a good manager is a manager motivates the team and can execute it.
Yeah.
Whereas a good pundit might have good ideas, but if they can't execute it, there's no point.
Who's that?
I cannot
Fatter.
only like confirm.
It's
Oh,
Fatter.
Of course, it's fatter with that picture.
How you doing,
What
mate?
does that mean about player love, man?
I said it.
I
Player
just
agendas.
can't wait for my client to do some pack against the mighty France in it on Tuesday. But yeah,
Have you and Wayne sorted out your civil disputes? Because
no, we're all
he's
good.
his agent, so you know.
We're all good at the end of the day.
You're all good, yeah. Because you all realise you're going to make that green, yeah. Going to make that.
Yeah.
Green. Yeah.
Fatul, you know what worries me about you, Fatul? I'm starting to believe that you actually think you're his attorney, man. I'm worried about you, man.
I got a law degree though before I start.
You got a law degree, have you?
I got a law degree, man.
Yeah. I worry about those law degrees that are written on the back of napkins.
Out of curiosity, how long is a law degree?
3 years.
Okay, cool. You passed
Are you
the first
asking
test.
or are you definite? It sounded like you were asking. You went.
Look, if you want, you want my license, man. I have the license. I have the lawyer license, man. Yeah.
Have you got a license to
Have
actually?
you actually
be able to,
printed them up and got them laminated?
have you got a license to be able to take Krusty to court so we can get rid of him?
Not that deep, unfortunately.
You fraud.
I only associate with my client only. So.
Jem, did you say classy or cross? Yes, classy. Classy. You're right. He's classy defender.
Krusty. I said Krusty.
Jem, I can't lie. If Krusty does ball out, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time.
Listen, I said it about Jorginho. I'm going to say it about Krusty. Next season is going to be telling. I'm expecting him to have over. If we're playing 50 odd games next season, I'm expecting him to play at least half of them. If he's that important, he plays.
That's very
He
fair.
plays. He has to play and he has to perform. And I want to see consistency in their performances. So, and you've got people like Slendz saying he's going to be a captain. That's no offense, Slendz,
5
but
years. 5 years.
that's bollocks,
Yeah, I
bro.
disagree with
He's
that.
not
I
a leader.
disagree with
5
that.
years.
He doesn't even talk.
5 years.
I
You
disagree
need a
with
leader
that,
to be a leader.
Aspie's not a great leader for me either. But I think all the performances.
I've only ever heard Christensen speak 3 times.
Exactly.
Words.
Come on,
Only
Chris.
What did he say?
It was like, I think he was talking about food that he likes. It was like, I like something, and that was it.
Hey,
And
you know what? Let's just say
his accent is a bit fucked up as well. He has
not
like
playing,
a half
he's not a
Danish
leader.
accent with half London. It's really weird.
He'll be gone in the next 3 seasons. Watch.
Nah,
You
he won't.
you know
He
there's
won't
certain
not.
leaders. There's certain leaders that lead
He
with
won't
their
even be part of this
performances.
team.
I don't
That'll be
think he's untouchable, Jem. I don't think he's at a level of a Mount
not
or
untouchable.
Reece James. He's untouchable. There is a fee I would accept for him, but I hope he stays.
Listen, if Hakimi was an option for us to swap him, I would have Hakimi.
So would
That's
I.
one.
So would I. I think
That's
there's
one.
certain players which I would swap, but I'd rather us pay all the money up front for Hakimi and keep.
Jem. Do you not think if we get Hakimi though, we're not actually going to buy a centre back?
Probably not.
Because what it means is his arrival means that right hand side can be covered by Jem,
Jem.
by Reece James and Aspie, right? And then you've got Christensen covering the centre, coming for Thiago Silva, and then you've got the left hand side covered by Rudiger and Zouma. I know.
Yeah, but
I don't think he got a stomachache when he came onto the semi-final of the Champions League, did he?
No, he gets
Anyways.
butterflies every now and then.
he basically shit his pants like he always does. But
And then he comes in with this comment: Christensen looks like a big pussy. Can't lie.
No, the answer to your question, Winter
Do you know
Surfer,
what?
is
He might be a big.
He looks like an alpha.
Go on, Jem,
He's an alpha, man.
Go on, Jem.
no. I was just saying the answer to your question is we will get a centre back when
Okay.
Thiago Silva decides to leave our club. That's
Oh
when I
yeah,
think
but I
you'll
mean,
see him coming.
I
Yeah.
don't see us getting one this summer though. Yeah.
But even if we sold Zouma, we would still need a centre back. Even if we
Oh,
got
I agree, but
Why?
Yeah.
Why you spoke Zouma? Zuma's your favorite player, isn't it?
We're not selling Zouma, but I'm just saying
So
it's
we are.
looking more likely that it might be Zouma because of this system that we're playing. It doesn't suit him, unfortunately.
In God's will, Zuma gets sold. Let's just say that.
I hope
listen, I don't care about the League Cup. I really don't care.
I care about trophies, man.
I care. Well, that's fine, but mine's sole double vision: Premier League, Champions League.
Andrew,
World
next
Cup,
year
World
we have
Cup,
to
World
stat
Cup.
bad trophies. We have to
World
stat
Cup.
bad trophies.
That's
I don't
fine.
care.
That's fine. If it comes on,
Okay.
but what I mean is, if it's League Cup, I don't want. I want full rotation.
we just need to
You know what I
close
mean?
the gap
In
to
the early
Arsenal,
rounds,
man.
full rotation.
We're 5
Full
behind
rotation.
Arsenal. We just need to catch them.
You know,
bitches
We
up.
could win 5
Shut
next
them up.
year.
We could close it. We could close it in this year. You know.
I can't wait until we
We
do.
can.
Oh my God.
We'll go down to the
Oh my
Emirates again, yeah? Have a little
I'm
video.
going there with you this
Bro,
time. I'm taking one
Go
of their
on, bro.
cannons. I'm taking one of their cannons this time. One of their cannons.
And you know what? Next time I'll actually disrespect it as well because I didn't disrespect it. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But next time
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, trust
This
me.
is no filter, Slendz. If we go down there, I'm going to teabag one of their cannons. That's what I'm going to do, yeah? I'm going to teabag it.
Bro,
Yeah?
but I'm pissing on Thierry Henry's face, bro. I don't know about you, though. Anyways.
We've done it before.
You know,
Jamzinho, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Pumped up for the years and that, man.
it's come to
Yeah,
accept
cool.
Coutinho, isn't he? That's what he's
Yeah.
coming to.
It's coming home, lads.
Nah,
It's coming
man.
home.
Nah, man.
It's coming home.
Bro, tomorrow, Italy, bro. Jorginho masterclass tomorrow, bro. You see it, bro.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
you see it tomorrow.
Jorginho
Jorginho
masterclass.
masterclass.
Come
Him and
on,
Locatelli, bro.
Jorginho.
Him and Locatelli and that, bro.
Jorginho.
Verratti and that, man. Masterclass tomorrow, bro.
That is a good
I'm telling
midfield,
you.
I'm not going to lie, though.
That is a good midfield, isn't it? That's a
Wait,
good midfield.
Jem, you think Jorginho's good? Yes.
No, I was saying that's a good midfield because Verratti's in it, not Jorginho. Verratti.
Oh.
Jamzinho, what do you want to say, mate? Anything.
Now, all I want to say is put respect on Jorginho, isn't he?
Are you? Can I ask you a question? Are you Kazi? Because you sound like it, man. Fucking hell.
No,
I'm not.
he's not Kazi.
Nah, I'm not Kazi, man.
I love
He
Sounds
Kazi.
like
talks
Kazi,
a lot.
doesn't he?
Kazi's
He
more
sounds a
aggressive.
bit like him, yeah, but
I don't
more-
laugh like him, though, man.
That's
No, you
deeper
don't.
voice.
No one laughs
Deeper
like Kazi,
voice.
man. That's scary, bruv.
Kazi.
Fucking hell.
Wait, Jem, can I ask you a question? So you're telling me that you rate Verratti, who's a Champions League bottler, but you don't rate Jorginho, who's a Champions League winner?
Oh, don't put
Serious?
Verratti and Jorginho in the same
No, I'm
level.
not.
That
I'm
is
not, Jem. I'm
disgusting.
joking.
What
I'm
are you
joking.
doing to yourself?
Verratti
Embarrassing.
is a top 3 in the world.
Take them
midfield.
words out of your mouth and take them
I
back.
did.
Is it
I did. Verratti
Is
is
it
a
going to
top
be
3
Verratti,
midfielder.
Jorginho, and Barredo in the midfield?
Yeah, it will. And then if one of
He's
them
not
gets
going to get a lot of goals.
Locatelli-
Locatelli.
No, because they've got Berardi, Andrew. Berardi got like 17 goals this year.
They've got
Assists.
Bastoni in
Will.
defense, man.
Well, what
Yeah.
about Locatelli?
They've got Barella
Look
as
at-
well, haven't they?
But like, as
Locatelli.
an English fan, yeah. But as an English fan,
Bebella,
but we should be worried. We should be worried about the Croatian midfield, man. I think they have a good midfield. They have Brozovic, Kovacic,
I don't
and
know,
Modric.
man.
That's a good midfield.
Kovacic,
I think
man. What's
that's a good
Kovacic
midfield.
do?
Modric is on his
Shut
last-
up! You're gonna
Modric
get
is
Kai
on his
on
last
it.
legs,
You're
man.
gonna get Kai on
Yeah,
it.
I think Modric is a decent player. He's still a decent player, I think.
Decent player. Come on, he's world class. He's a world class.
Jem's just spoiling for a fight. He done it in the chat.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to do it
I'm
on
being
here.
serious. Kovacic, if Kovacic gets the ball, he's going to run 40 yards of the ball and lose it anyway, so it don't fucking matter. Be serious.
Jem, shut up, okay? Shut up.
Hey, Kai's in a good mood. He's passing.
Declan Rice can't progress the ball, though, man.
Jam just
Can't
hates
progress
all
the
of
ball
our
like
players.
No, but I'm being. Am I not spitting facts out? Let's be serious. He's good.
I don't
he's
even
good at
agree
fucking
with
the
you,
last
Jem.
quarter.
But Jem, the way you're saying it is just funny. I don't
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
I don't agree with you either, yeah, but it's funny.
Hey, Gal, get out of it, bro. Get out of it. This is a Chelsea chat, yeah.
If that
Not-
is a
not
goal, what's
Arsenal.
your joke, man? What's your
It's
joke?
not a goal. It's
No,
not.
I know what the joke is. He's going to talk about drunk lambs, though, obviously.
We don't need the joke, Gal. The joke is you sitting 8th with no fucking European trophy. That's
The
a
joke
joke.
is you're going to buy Ben White for 50 million.
Yeah.
50 million.
Guys, are we gonna talk for talk what this really is? So we can tell him.
What?
So this is an intervention. We want you to stop simping for people. Is that okay?
What are you talking about? I'm not simping, man. What the heck?
You need planning permission for Stamford Bridge, and it's such a unique area. It's hard to get that. And plus, Roman Abramovich doesn't own the pitch. The pitch is owned by Chelsea Pitch Association, whatever they're called.
Wait,
Arsenal
do you know what's
in the
bad,
transfer
Andrew?
window.
Arsenal on the transfer window. Yeah.
What does he mean by that?
He's saying what you know what the joke is? It's Arsenal in the transfer window. That's what he's saying.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is a
Terrible.
joke.
Arsenal
That is
transfer
true.
window. That's
Like,
true, man. I mean, your transfer window is nailed shut. You know what
Bro,
I mean?
imagine
You know what I mean?
how Havertz scores against Portugal and France, man.
I thought that was
that
Kevin
Oh,
for a
Werner scores against France.
I said to you, didn't I? It sounds like Kevin.
That's true. I mean, if
I
you're
actually
watching,
think Havertz could have a really good Euros. You know, I've got this feeling that he might just,
Yeah.
he might be
He
the
could be
guy.
top scorer, you know.
Werner Havertz against Kante, man. We need that minerals in it.
Jem,
That-
if only we could sign that Kai Havertz. Oh wait,
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who I reckon is going to have a really good Euros, and I think people will start respecting him again? I think Thiago will.
Yeah,
Thiago.
Kai Havertz is my player agenda now, isn't he? I said it on Twitter. He's the guy.
You're loving
That's
it.
one agenda I can join. That's one agenda I can join. Go on.
I think underrated player is Alexander Isaac. He's a Swedish striker.
Yeah,
I think
he's going to
a
be
good
good. He's going to be good.
Are you spending too much time with
Are you eye
eye
test,
man?
bro? This guy.
Jesus.
No,
Christ.
he's good.
Bro,
He's in my fantasy.
he's a decent
team,
player, man.
Isaac. He's going to
He's
do
basically
well.
he's basically Tammy Abraham with the holder playing a finish, man. That's what he's.
Damn, man, what you fucking.
So he's pretty much not Tammy
The
Abraham.
girl's sus,
That
man.
was
The girl's sus.
Nah, it's not Tammy Abraham. Though.
With Tammy Abraham, a good finishing and the fucking hold-up play, it's just a good striker in general. That's nothing to do with Tammy Abraham. You know, Tammy Abraham just can't do anything apart from.
Are we even going to be able to sell Tammy Abraham? Or do you reckon?
I think he's
do you reckon he'll
he's
still
a
be at
decent
Chelsea
finisher.
next season?
He's
a decent
yeah,
but
he's not. To be fair, maybe we actually over-criticise Tammy a little bit. He's not.
Yes, we do.
He's not good. But
The truth is,
do you guys see him going out online if you can't find a buyer?
Who though? Who?
No,
What-
I
who's
don't
going to
know.
take
we're gonna
him?
sell him. We're gonna sell him. He's an attractive commodity, man.
West
Honestly,
Ham.
he's a young striker,
West Ham.
scores a lot of goals.
West
Yeah,
Ham
he
has
got
got
to- he got
European
to-
football. Just get
Nah,
him.
West Ham?
But like low-key, I think we should have signed Haaland because like it's gonna hinder Bro's progress. Man.
Say that again, sir?
What happened?
We shouldn't have signed Haaland because it's gonna hinder Armando Bro's progress.
He's joking.
That's facts. He's right.
That's
He's
facts. You're right. You know
We
what?
should've, man.
You're right. It's going to stop his progress. You're right. We shouldn't sign Haaland. I mean,
Haaland,
we got-
shit. Why the
we
fuck
got
we want
Broha.
Haaland?
We got
He's
Broha.
crap.
It's the future. You know what
Jem,
I
I
mean?
wouldn't say that. You'll get clipped and it'll be bad.
No, I'm just saying it. I'm just backing Will, innit? I'm going to
I'm
be
not.
like Will for
I
a
don't
day.
think Haaland's bad. I think he's good.
You say
N'Golo Kante's not world class. He's crap.
That's
Okay,
right.
Jem. I said I was wrong on that. All right. I said I was wrong. I admit it. Okay, I was wrong.
Jim's a prick.
I don't think Haaland's bad. I want a Kane or Lukaku more. That's fine.
You
I
see,
still will take Haaland.
this is not GNA TV, Jim. He's like, you know, he's we're running the channel, presenting it. This is
He's
him
just
when
trolling, man.
This
Jem
is
is
no
no
restraint.
You know what it is, Winter Surfer? Yeah, I've got right next to me. I've got a shelf full of receipts that are falling out of my cupboard, and when they fall out, I literally pick them up and I read them. And one of the ones that I read just now was Will's N'Golo Kante one. So,
Yes.
Yeah, but Jem, that's fine. At the time, I still stick to that point at the time.
Jim, I was telling him he's wrong at the time. I was telling him he's wrong.
Oh, he was there. He was there.
To be fair, I did say I'm not even wrong to a certain extent. All right, I'm not even wrong because
Oh no, I'm going to sleep.
Because-
I'm going to bed. I'll see you later.
okay.
I can't
No,
listen
he
to
is
this.
world class. He is world class. But I said if he performs to a world class level and it.
Go,
then-
are you passing away? Sorry, Will. Will, he said my last message.
What's his last message, though, by the way? Wait, what's his last message?
R.I.P.
Okay. I mean, you mean just for the tonight, right, Gal? You mean just for tonight? Yeah, just for tonight, yeah. You know, I don't want it to be like this. We have to give this a stream as evidence of your last
I was wrong
words.
on Kante technically, yeah, but technically I was not. I was
Will,
wrong.
just shut up. You're wrong, man.
I was
Don't even
wrong,
try.
Will,
but
I haven't
hear
got
me
rope.
out.
I haven't got rope long enough to get you out. Of
I
this hole,
said,
man. Just leave it.
I said, if Kante performs to a world class level, and we win a trophy because of it, I will say that he's back to that world class level. And now
That
he's
makes
back to
no
the
sense,
world class level. It does
That still
because
doesn't make no
I
sense.
remember the game where he played well. He's been at a world class level since February 28th onwards. That is when he started his world class form. And now he's still done it. So yes,
He was world class before it. Will,
No,
that's
but
my whole
Jem,
point.
Jem,
He was
Jem.
world class before.
I'm not saying he wasn't a world class name before that. What my point was, between late 2018, maybe not.
See you,
2018,
Slendz. See you, mate.
mid 2019 to
Oh, we did read your previous message. Oh, hang on.
Mid 2019 to 28th of February 2021, Kante went through a dip. I think that's fair to say. Okay.
But you got to look in context, though, man. Sarri played him in the wrong
Of course,
position.
he's a
I'm
world class
going anyway.
player.
I'll see you in 2
All right,
months.
Jem.
Yeah,
Thanks,
me
mate.
too. I'll go.
All right, thank you, Pater. Thanks.
Thank you.
He's a world class player, and yes, maybe it was a premature statement. Okay, it was a premature statement. I apologise. He's a world class player. He's going to get a Ballon d'Or nominee. And
Yeah.
you know what? I'm still laughing because he helps us win the Champions League. So I'll
That's the
happily
link, guys. If you want to come on, we'll go on for a bit more longer. If that's all right with you, Will.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jamesino, you can stay on for as long as you want, mate.
What do you man think? What do you man think of Ashraf Hakimi? Man? I'm not convinced
Bring
with the defending. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not convinced.
Yeah, but I would be worried if he was going to play right back. He's going to be wing back with Reece James covering. So
you got a fan here, Will. I mean, Dom is.
Dom is my friend from outside. Okay, he's a West Ham fan. He's an imposter.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, Dom, you're very welcome. Hope you subscribe, mate. You're very welcome.
Yeah, I mean, he did super chat, so I guess he has.
Oh, he did. You're right. Yeah, thank you, Dom. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Dom, for that. What do we think of Hakimi? You see, Hakimi offers us so much as a squad. Right wing back, I think he's the best at right wing back at this moment in time. It helps the right hand side. You can move Reece James in right centre back. Can rotate with Aspi, which you can move Christensen in the centre to rotate with Thiago Silva, and then you've got Rudiger to rotate with Zouma at the moment. And of course, Hakimi can also play on the left as well. So I think it's actually I think it's a signing that in my words are gone. It helps the entire squad. If you want my opinion, it helps the entire squad.
Yeah, fair enough.
Sorry if you hear my keyboard. I just need to
speak. Well, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just start a new conversation. Yeah.
All right. What is everyone's thoughts on Declan Rice? Does everyone here like Declan Rice? Would you be happy with Declan Rice?
No.
Do you think he's not needed?
If you went for a lower price, I wouldn't argue with it. But seeing as he's 80 million, then that's the problem. We can get Tchouaméni for for 40 or 30 million. But it's Declan Rice is just too expensive, man. He's a good player, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one of them people saying he's rubbish and that. I think he's a good player, but 80 million is too much, man.
That's fair. Tchouaméni, I think, is a good player. Is he the profile player that we need? Maybe. I think he could be a Kante replacement. In a couple of years' time. But he's probably a bit better driving wise, dribbling wise. He's probably not better than Kante, but I think passing wise he is.
I think the problem with Chelsea is that we never replaced one player, and that's Cesc Fabregas, man. If I had a Cesc Fabregas in our team, man, this team would have been different, man. The amount of chances.
I mean, Dom in the chat is a West Ham fan. He doesn't rate Declan Rice as much as a lot of people.
Because he knows Thomas Tuchel is player of the year.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel was actually he scored a lot of goals for West Ham. He contributed in them finishing in the Europa League places. I think he did more for West Ham than Declan Rice did.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to read out some comments because I can't put them on the screen because I'm not logged in. Declan Rice sucks. Okay, I don't agree with that. To be fair, I do like Declan Rice. We don't want to give West Ham 80 million. That's fair. I mean, it would be a large percentage of our budget.
And we also got other priorities, man, like a striker.
Yeah. Tchouaméni's passing is crazy. It's decent. I think his stats are actually just okay, but it's decent. It's decent. We need other players of the profiles. Okay, I mean that's fair. I guess. I think Kamara would. I've not seen much of Kamara, but he's probably the profile player that we need if it's Kamara or not. Rice is hype. He distributes a good pass once in 4 matches. Go look at those long passes and assists you expect from Jorginho. You won't find that's okay. I do agree with that, but I'm not looking for a creative midfielder. That like everyone else is. A lot of people with Jorginho, they criticize how many chances he's created. I'm not
But the problem is, even if you create a lot of chances, these attackers won't score you a lot of goals, man. So that's why you always pass. Some people say, why does it always pass sideways? He's trying to create that chance which is more easy for the attackers. You know what I'm trying to say? Not the chance that is over the top ball and it's hard for the attackers like Werner. He wants to make it as simple as for them in order to score.
Will, what do you think of that about that box to box upper? I mean, I know you're talking about Durham. You know, Durham is not going to play football, hopefully ever. Rodrigo says, "I'd rather play Billy Gilmore again." I don't think they're similar players whatsoever. I think Gilmore's more of a Kovacic.
I think for his development, I think we need to loan him out next season.
Maybe. Well, I don't mind. Oh, Jesus God, Dom, stop trolling in the comments, okay? Stop trolling.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about Gilmore and Rice.
Oh yeah. I don't think we're getting Rice. I think the transfer wages are
Dom is a West Ham fan who doesn't really rate Rice, so that's interesting.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like you don't rate Kante.
I do rate Kante, right? Stop it.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it a night there, guys.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
It's been great. You know, we'll do more of these going forward, just late night stuff, you know. Thank you, Rodrigo. You've been great, and your chats have been great. Thank you very much. All the chats, all the super chats, thank you very much. Jem coming on. Fatur, obviously Slendz. The great man himself will be back tomorrow night, we believe. Kai, he's had a great week of exams. He's passed them all. He's done well. He's got his degrees. He's done brilliantly. I'll also be streaming lunchtime today now. 3 more transfer stories, maybe a bit of a Euro preview as well. So if you want to join me, come and join me. I'll put obviously the stream will be up. You'll be able to see that. But yeah, thank you very much. Kai's not here. Links are in the sorry, let me get this right. Links to Twitter and YouTube channels are in the description. Kai's not here, so I'll say it right now. Here's for saying, have a nice day. Don't do drugs.